Hey you guys, Elise Williams here, and today I wanted to kind of expand on the video that I posted yesterday. So if you missed that video, if you go to the link here, that is my page, and that's where you can access all of the videos. I really just started this page, so there aren't a ton there, but there will be. So you definitely want to be tuning in because I am providing lots and lots of free coaching on health and weight loss and all that good stuff. So definitely take advantage of it. Go like the page, share the page, because I'm basically going to be pouring out 27 years worth of information to you as my background of a health and fitness coach. So yesterday, I just touched on food labels because, and I brought a couple of examples here because I wanted to really drive this home. And the fact is that most of you, and I brought a couple of examples here, a good example and a bad example, but most of you guys are only looking at this part of the label, right? And you're like, oh, well, there's only such and such calories, there's this amount of fat, this amount of carbs, and that's typically what you're looking at. And you're not even really looking at the protein normally, from what I've noticed. And you're just kind of focused on these numbers when the reality is what you really need to be looking at is all of these ingredients right here, because if you're focused up here, you're only thinking about the external appearance, right? You're thinking, well, the less calories I consume and the less fat and carbs I consume, then the smaller you're going to become. And the really sad fact is that because most people have been focused on this, because that's what the weight loss industry has been leading you to believe that you should focus on, it's no coincidence that more people are overweight, obese, diabetic, and getting chronic illnesses, including cancer. Yes, I said it, the C word. So here's why you need to be looking at the bottom. And yes, this is a horrible example. I mean, I think we all know this is not a highly nutritious food choice, right? But I brought it out because you may think, well, yeah, it's not very healthy, but I wanted to really drive home the importance of knowing ingredients and knowing what they are doing in your body, because the reality is that if you're not feeding your body to prevent disease and prevent things like cancer, then you're actually feeding it to have it pop up. Because we all have cancer cells in our body, and the only thing that triggers it is what you're eating and what you're not eating that decide whether those genes are going to turn on or not. So not only is this unhealthy because it has a lot of sodium, it has really no nutritional value whatsoever. It's not giving your cells any macro or micronutrients that it needs. But beyond that, the reason why you need to understand ingredients is this has an ingredient called monosodium glutamate. Maybe you've heard of it referred as MSG. Well, you may avoid it because maybe you get headaches, or maybe you realize that it's just too high in sodium. But here's how you break it down even more. Anytime you see the word glutamate, associate that with cancer, because that ingredient, that derivative of that ingredient is known, is proven, has data to show that it can trigger cancer genes. So that's why I say, if you're only focused on the top of the nutrition label and not the bottom of the nutrition label, you are potentially harming yourself and your family because of convenience, because it's cheap, because it's easy, and that's not how you should treat your body. God created your body that is ridiculously smart. It has systems that are running for you every second of the day. You're not thinking about your heart beating. You're not thinking about breathing. And all of these systems are working for you. And if you're not feeding these systems properly, they're not going to work for you properly. And that's when disease pops up. That's when you're tired all the time. You have headaches all the time. You're sick all the time. You have inflammation all the time. That is not normal. That is your body's way of telling you, I'm sick. I need more nutrition. I need what my cells are actually made of, which is not monosodium glutamate and all of the other things on here that your children could not pronounce. So it's time to take responsibility, you guys, because it's not just about what's fast, cheap, and easy. What you're feeding your body is feeding and deciding whether it's going to be healthy or unhealthy for you and your family. So whoever's making the buying decisions in your house, it's time to step up, because the only way that we can change the incidence of people being overweight, obese, diabetic, chronic illness from going this way as opposed to this way is by each of you taking personal responsibility. And that's why I'm making these videos, is to educate you, to really re-educate you in what it takes to be healthy, because I can't tell you how many people I do consultations for that say, well, I'm eating well. And you're not. You're not. You are not giving your body and your cells what they need, what they require to be healthy. So that's all I got for you today. I'm trying to keep these videos from not being too long, but like every video, I'm barely scratching the surface. So like I said, like this page, share this page, because I am here to re-educate you and pour out 27 years of knowledge that I have for all of this free coaching to re-educate you and help you get healthy and help you to live an optimal life. So thanks for listening. Talk to you soon.